Everyone desires healthy and attractive skin, and you're not alone. The internet is loaded with DIYs and skincare recommendations which have the potential to do harm if not done with the right knowledge. In this video, I'm going to discuss 5 products that I will not apply to my face and I highly recommend that you shouldn't do. Now, the bottom 3 ones that I'm going to discuss today might seem obvious, but it is important to note that it is better to steer away from using them. But the top 2 ones are something that even I was surprised when I learned that people were using it over the face, and it is a complete no-no. Hello and welcome back to the Doctor Academy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Sanober Doctor, fondly known as Mrs. Doctor. We discuss skincare, holistic health, and everything related to lead a healthy and happy life. If this is something that you're interested and passionate about, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button because that is the only way you can get notified every time I release a new video. On number 5, we have petroleum jelly. I know this is a controversial one and the slugging trend does not seem to be dying off yet. For those who aren't aware what exactly slugging is, it was a very popular trend that started off where people started applying a thick layer of petroleum jelly on the face after they cleanse their face. Now, I know many people swear by this, and I even know people who've claimed to look younger by 10 years and even 20 years. With all due respect to the amazing benefits it might have, I certainly do not recommend all skin types to apply petroleum jelly over their face, especially on a daily basis. Now, what exactly is petroleum jelly? It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a gel-like byproduct of petroleum, which is a form of crude oil. In fact, it was first discovered by oil rig workers who noticed it building up on their machinery and at the bottom of empty oil barrels. Now, these workers began putting this semi-solid substance on cuts and bruises, and they noticed that it was sealing their wounds. Word traveled fast about its apparent wonders, and the substance was then branded and sold as what we know very famously to be Vaseline. But I really think there is a lot of misinformation regarding this product. It is something that we can continue to discuss for over an hour, and I will try to cover it in another video. Let me know in the comment section if you would like to know more about it. You know, I do not speak without evidence and experience. But if I have to explain it very briefly, then what petroleum jelly does is it merely occludes the skin barrier. What this means is our skin is made up of multiple layers, and petroleum jelly literally makes another layer over the outermost layer of our skin. So it forms kind of a second skin over the skin, and it traps everything that is present underneath. So that is why they say it will help lock in the moisture that is present, but that is already present in the skin. It is not adding any additional moisture as such. And by doing this, it also traps the various commensal organisms that are present over the surface of the skin. Now, you know I'm very fond of our skin buddies. We really have millions and trillions of bacteria and fungi that are present on the surface of the skin, and they are the ones that are forming the first line of defense and immunity for us. So they are very important, and it is very important to keep their harmony and balance. But by doing this, we're literally trapping them, and then that can result into clogged pores, breakouts, acne, rosacea, and many other things in the long run which we might not be aware of. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some very brilliant and helpful uses of petroleum jelly over the skin, even over the face, but I do not recommend using it in place of a moisturizer. And think about it, until and unless you stay in a very cold environment or you are sleeping in an air-conditioned room every single night, you wouldn't like the feeling and consistency of applying petroleum jelly all over your face. That is just something that I am not comfortable with. My mind doesn't allow me to, but again, it is your call. On number 4, we have a body moisturizer. Now, as obvious as it might sound, it is a moisturizer that is meant to be applied over the rest of your body. But I get asked more often than not whether it is fine to apply the same moisturizer over our face and the rest of the body. And the short answer is no. Now, it isn't just a marketing gimmick, but you can actually find a very good bottle and a big one of a body lotion with relatively safe and clean ingredients in your grocery store. But there is a reason why there is a lot of effort that is put into formulating a moisturizer, especially over your face. Our facial skin is thinner and more sensitive as compared to the rest of our body. In terms of the relative thickness, the skin over our back and our palms are the thickest. So you can literally apply the most occlusive creams and lotions and get away without much happening. But our facial skin, apart from being sensitive and thinner, is also the part of the body that is exposed to the environment and the sun the maximum, right? But I want you to remember that irrespective of what you choose to moisturize your face with, it can be a cream, it can be a moisturizing oil that you prefer. It does not have to be really expensive or have a lot of anti-aging ingredients for it to be effective. Remember, it's not necessary that if something is more expensive, it is more effective. There are a lot of other factors that have to be taken into consideration. On number 3, we have bar soap. This one is more for men, but it is also for everyone who, just like my husband, are a tad bit lazy to switch to a cleanser to wash their face. At any given consultation and appointment, I generally discuss with my clients what their at-home skincare regimen looks like and what are the products that they use. But I'm not going to lie, when I hear someone uses a bar soap over their face, now, whether you use a bar soap out of habit or convenience, let me explain why it does more damage than good. But before we go any further, I want to take a moment to explain what do I mean when I refer to the term P of H, because I will refer to it very commonly hereafter. You may remember from your chemistry class that potential of hydrogen, that is P of H, this is how we pronounce it, it's not pH, it is P of H, at least that is what I was taught. So it is nothing but the measure of the hydrogen ion concentration of a solution. Now this was just my geeky self showing off, but what it actually means is if we know what the P of H of any substance is, it helps us identify whether that substance is acidic, neutral, or alkaline. On a normal basis, our skin's P of H is slightly acidic. It is something between 4 and 5, say between 4 and 4.5. Whereas most bar soaps are alkaline, that means their P of H is greater than 7. What this means is this has the capacity to strip our skin of all its natural oils and dry it out completely. The higher the P of H of the bar soap, the greater the capacity is to dry out the skin. Besides, there are also certain chemicals and ingredients that are used during the formulation of a bar soap that have the potential to irritate a sensitive skin. Now, I've had some people argue that there are soaps available which are free of fragrances and other ingredients that could typically irritate your skin. But if you still consider the entire formulation and makeup and even experience it for yourself, you will realize how drying it is as compared to the other oil, foam, or the liquid cleansers that are available. Using a bar soap can also damage the outer protective layer of our skin, which is the outermost layer that protects us. It also has an effect on the pores that can lead to acne, inflammation, and make breakouts even worse. But that doesn't mean that all soaps are harmful. There have been a lot of specialty soaps that are being created especially over the face, but give it an option. So next time you wash your face, put down the bar soap and reach for a facial good cleanser instead. Your facial skin will thank you. On number 2, we have toothpaste. I was honestly shocked when I learned that there are so many who've attempted to apply toothpaste over their face, especially in an attempt to treat acne. I'm not sure how did this really start, but I have seen a lot of bizarre and crazy things being shown on social media these days. As an expert, I review a lot of articles that are being published in media and in the press, but I think there should be a kind of review process before something is put out on social media as well. But keeping my social police aside, if you thought that dabbing some old toothpaste over your pimple will help clear it up overnight, then please think again. Now, it is true there are certain ingredients that are found in toothpaste that can dry up the skin and help shrink that pimple. Now, we are talking about baking soda, alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, sodium lauryl sulfate, and these are the things that we really want to avoid in the first place, so they are definitely not worth the risk. Remember, toothpaste is formulated for your teeth, not the sensitive surface of your skin. So while the strength of the chemicals in your toothpaste might be safe on your pearly whites, they could be too strong for your skin. Now remember, we discussed pH of bar soaps and our skin. Similar to bar soaps, toothpaste have an alkaline pH, and also the various chemicals and ingredients that are present have the capacity to irritate the skin, cause redness, and what is worse is it can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. This is especially for people of skin of color. Those with darker skin types have a very high chance of having that pigmentation being left away after that redness or that inflammation subsides. And getting rid of that is one of the most difficult things. Now, if you were considering using toothpaste to treat acne, I want you to understand that if it is something that is coming right before your menstrual cycle, or if it is one of those that come and go like we generally get, it is better to leave them alone. Trust me, it will take its due course and go. If you want a faster resolution, you can use over-the-counter benzoyl peroxide, topical retinoids. Just as spot treatments, they work really very well. But if you're having regular breakouts, or if you really have grade 3, grade 4 acne, you should get yourself evaluated by a dermatologist and by a doctor, because we need to evaluate what is the underlying cause and treat that as well. Only applying topical medications will not work. And the number 1 on my list today that you should not apply over your face is, drumroll please, lemon juice. I have seen so many DIYs using lime or lemon juice for their depigmenting properties. Now, it is true that lemon juice contains a lot of ingredients that we use in skincare as well, like vitamin C, citric acid, and niacin. But before you rub a lemon over your face, there are a few issues that you should be aware about. So I have discussed this a couple of times in our video today, and I'm sure you have it to memory, that our skin has an outer acidic mantle which maintains the pH between 4 and 4.5 or 5. What it does is it creates an environment that does not allow the bad bacteria to survive, but it allows our good friendly bacteria to live and help us. But lemon juice has a pH of 2. It is extremely acidic, and it actually destroys that protective acid mantle that we have over the skin, that protective skin barrier that we have. It literally destroys it, and then there is no way our skin can protect us from all the environmental toxins, allergens, and pathogenic bacteria that are present out there. Now, if you've got a chemical peel session done at your dermatologist's office, you must be aware that there are certain acids that are being used for skincare and aesthetic purposes, but those are not raw acids that you are putting on the surface of your skin. So there is a difference that you should be aware about. Lemons also contain a chemical compound called fluorocoumarins or psoralins, which have the ability to react with sunlight. There are a lot of case reports, and you can really search them up on PubMed yourself and see that these have the capability of causing a phototoxic reaction, and that can result in very nasty blisters and rashes that are very similar to a chemical burn. There are numerous stories of people who have gotten lemon juice simply on the skin of their hand and then develop blistering burns after going out in the sun. Now, I don't want to scare you, but you need to know the repercussions of a DIY going wrong. Using lemon juice in DIYs has also been reported to cause chemical leukoderm mesoderma. It's a condition where your skin forms whitish, depigmented patches. Like there was this case report where a 61-year-old woman developed many light-colored patches on her face and neck after she simply applied a lemon juice toner in an attempt to eliminate freckles and aging spots. So next time a beauty writer or creator advises to use lemon juice over your face, think twice. Do not pay attention to this kind of advice. Run far away from it. You might be lucky to try it out once, twice, and maybe nothing happened. But every day is not a Sunday. Now, it's not only lemon juice, but I have seen so many other bizarre ingredients that are being suggested. They are probably something that we have lying in the kitchen counter as well. But using them for what their purpose is and using it over the skin is a completely different ball game. I want you to use your judgment and your common sense before you experiment anything on your own. There are a lot of better alternatives of achieving flawless skin. And instead of applying all these things in the DIYs that you see that promise glowing skin and flawless skin and radiant skin, why not consume it? In fact, I have created the Glow From Within Smoothie Guide, which is one of the most popular downloads on my website, where I share simple recipes that will nourish you from the inside and help you glow from within. In case you're interested, I'll leave the link down in the description. Alrighty, I hope you found this video helpful. If you like what we discussed, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family, because that is the only way we can reach more number of people. Apparently the algorithm, it is a software at the end of the day, understands only these gestures. Let me know if you are aware of any products or have experience with which are damaging for the skin. This is a very important topic. We need to discuss it and shed more light on it and create more awareness. Till then, continue to glow, thrive and shine always. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. Take care. See you soon. They should probably have. So next time a beauty writer or creator advises to use lemon juice over your face. Hello, check 1 2 3. It's working. Let's go.